The allotment system dates back to Anglo-Saxon times, but modern allotments came as a way for the labouring poor of the late 19th century to provide for themselves before the welfare state. It really kicked off at the end of World War I as soldiers returned home, so Horsell Allotments Foundation in 1917 is right at the start of things. With the imaginative addition of the Littlewicks allotments in 2012, the Horsell Allotment Association is just south of 200 plots, and the majority of them are 5 rods in size. Just as an aside, the rod is an Anglo-Saxon unit of area seemingly today peculiar to allotments. A rod is 5.5 by 5.5 yards, so 5 rods is about half a full tennis court. And you can see these rectangular plots here, which are about the size of half a tennis court. Originally, plots were 10 or 20 rods, 20 being the size to support a large extended family. Now 5 is about the size most working or elderly potholders can manage. The 5.5 yards was supposedly the measure from the back of the plough to the nose of an oxen, which is difficult to confirm nowadays as there are very few ploughs and even less oxen in the village of Horsell. There is possibly no greater source of inventive recycling than an allotment site. It's almost an obligation for every plot to do so. You've got windows for cold frames, clear plastic roofing for cloches, golf clubs as supports, lace curtains as very stylish protection against pests, and of course there are the standard swings, climbing frames as pergolas, pallets assembled as storage units, bricks for pathways, and many, many more. There are various styles of allotment and approaches. There's ones who view the allotment as a back to nature, and it's nature's haven, and they plant at random, such as this one. There are those who bring orderliness by raised beds and a delineation of everything that they have. And there are those who bring orderliness to the plot by rows in planting. Each one to his own. Now that the absolute necessity of providing food through the allotment has gone, there's a wide-ranging difference in the content of a plot. We could have just vegetables and fruit. Or we could have mainly veg with just some flowers, as is the case here. There are others who prefer mainly flowers, either as shrubs or plants for colour, or grown as cut flowers such as sweet williams, gladioli, chrysanthemums and dahlias, as we have on this plot here. Allotments. Originally a source of much needed nourishment and nutrition. Now a place of contentment, conversation companionship, and now and again a few collies, cabbages, courgettes and cut flowers. But all of them, for good or ill, reflect the plot holder and a place for self-well-being in difficult times, which might well be coming back to the source of much needed nourishment and nutrition.